I've got these tanks all prepped. They're steel, so they'll just get sandblasted at the last moment. That's why that little pipe there's steel, so I've just painted it black so it won't re-rust. I've soldered that in, that pipe there, we don't worry about that. And I've prepped it all, it's ready to go back together. But I'm glad I didn't go and buy that core last week when I was going to, because my cousin contacted me, and there's a place in Sydney that will give me that radiator put together with a new core for less than they're going to give me the core for. And I've still got to put it together myself, plus they'll give me 2 years warranty. So you'd be silly not to take that. So I will be going to Sydney soon, and I'll be taking that with me. And they'll do that while I'm down there. So that's pretty good. He said 750 to 790, so they wanted 850 to 890 just for the core, and then I've still got to put it together. Like I said, comes with 2 years warranty. I can't beat that. So I'll be doing that. Well, what I'm doing today is I've got these parts off Leo. They look quite good actually. I'll replace that key, that lock thing. I'm about to do that soon. They're actually pretty good nick. A couple of little pitty bits underneath there, but they're going on. Now, I can't remember. I thought I was only getting 2 of these, but he's given me 4. So I'll pick the 2 best ones, and I suppose 2 of them will get re-chromed. I don't have to worry too much about them getting anything bad happening to them, but yeah, thanks for that. So I'm going to put the doors together today. First thing I do is detail this stuff. These parts come up all right. When I first saw that, I wasn't sure if I was going to put it on, but I managed to get it looking pretty good. This was the one that wasn't, I thought, as good, but it turned out okay. It turned out quite good. It's just got a little spot there on that button. So for now, we're going to be living with that. In the future, when we get the opportunity to buy new stuff, we'll get it. But this part here, there's a trick to getting that keyway out of there, and I've got the key for this one. So you push the key in and it pulls the tumblers in, and then it just comes out. I don't have the key, so I'm going to try and get it out without destroying everything. So we'll see what happens. Got that out. Not easy. Without the key, they're almost impossible to get out. But I've got this lock picking kit thing, and with a few of these little things I was able to get it out just. Normally you just push the key in and it pulls the tumblers in and it comes out. But you've got to be very careful. There's a minute spring in there. I don't think you can see that. You just see that little spring, and on top of that goes a small ball bearing. Don't lose that. I've got that just there. Anyway, now I'm going to detail this up and put the correct tumblers in it. Finally got that thing back together. That is a pretty tricky thing to put together, that, I must admit. It's got a little spring in there and a little ball bearing. Getting them in there, pretty difficult. But if you haven't got little tools like these, you'll never get that in. You've got to sort of hold the tumblers down with one of these tools and have the key. If you haven't got the key, you'll never get that in. I mean, you wouldn't want to do it anyway, but you need a key and one of them to hold this back tumbler down as you pull it through. But that's all in. It works. Now I'm going to start putting them on the doors. I've just been walking around here for at least an hour and a half looking for that and that. And I was just going nuts. I knew we had it. I just couldn't find it. I looked every single place. Man, that was getting to me. For some reason, I didn't look just over here. I looked in this cupboard 10 times. But I didn't look here. I just looked at the seat belts and I looked straight at them and I was sitting there. Anyway, I found the bloody things. It was just really getting to me. Got them, yeah. At least I can just forget that now and I can put the door together. One thing, these little rubbers, they're not that good. They're the ones from Germany. If you tighten that thing up too tight, they push out. Anyway, that's just, you can't over tighten it. Bloody annoying. I'm so glad I found that, I was losing it. I looked everywhere. Anyway, I'm going to put that on right now. Right, finally got that door together. It's getting pretty late here Saturday. I'm just going to call it. I'll put the other door together tomorrow. I'll put the trim on tomorrow, which I've already done. These things here need a bit of a detail. That one's not too bad. But these, not that good. They're okay, but I think I can make those. I'll make new ones. That strap needs a bit of a good clean. We've got new ones of these. Anyway, it is what it is. In the future, certain things will be getting replaced. Anyway, just window rolls down, the door latch works. I've put these on. I've glued them and taped them. I always prefer to do that. Anyway, I'll just flip it over. There it is there. Those door handles came out pretty good. Eventually one day, like Matt's never going to sell this car. Maybe when he's dead, his kids will sell it or his wife, whatever, but he'll never sell it. So once he gets the opportunity to buy things like that, he will. Yeah, all these other little bits and pieces, he'll get them. Matt, he's just got his builder's license. He's a fully licensed builder now. So I'm sure he's going to have plenty of cash soon. I may put this mould on, but I want to put them all on at the same time. So I'll put on the door trim in the morning and clean up those, whatever, the bits and pieces, the winders and stuff. I'll get the other door up to this stage, they're going on. I'm putting the doors on. Film some of this, just putting this trim on. I've cleaned that, I've cleaned these little parts, cleaned that part, they come up okay. They're new, clean that. Now I'm just going to clean this. Just, believe it or not, that was worse than this, so this will come up okay. And then that door's ready to go on. And that's one door completely assembled. All I've got to do is put this mould on, which, like I said, I'll put them moulds on all at the same time. I still haven't 100% decided what I'm going to do here. I may put some like wrap or something where the clip goes. I don't want it to cut into the paint. But that's turned out a little bit better than it was. Now, if you can get it done better than that for free, I'd take it there. That door come out pretty good. Like you can see some lumps where the clips are underneath, but you're just going to have to live with that. Anyway, that door's done. I'm going to go get the other one. Sit this door here for now. Those weather strips come up $1 million. Very happy with those. So, like I said, just got to put the moulding on that door. It's completely together. So that door is going on today. I'm going to put it on. Here's the left door. Looks alright. First thing I'm going to do is put this on. Just got these new little rubbers. You've got to be careful not to over tighten, not even over tighten them. You've got to put them on loose. Otherwise they keep popping out. You know, I'll whack them on now. That's the first thing to go on. Another thing I suggest, if you buy these parts, deburr all the little bits of crap off it, or you put it on, it'll drive you nuts. Just go around and trim them with a razor blade as best you can. I've done the other ones. This one, I had to take it back off because I missed a couple of bits. Right, that's on. Put that on next. Not really happy with how those rubbers are, but it's just the way they are. I measured these up to the old one and they're the same size. But if you do that too tight, they pop out. That one there. So you just can't have your handle on too tight. Anyway, next thing to go on is this. Put that on. And then put that thing I couldn't find. That thing. That'll go on there after that. Oh, there's that in. It all works. It's easier now to put these, just sit these in there and then drop the glass down. Put both of these in. Drop the glass down. I'd probably put one bolt at the bottom on each side. Then you can just move that out. The glass goes down, then pull them in. Got ourselves a door. The window up. It's just pushing out a little bit here. It's because of that rubber, that new rubber. Just pushing out the door a little bit, but what are you going to do? I'm hoping it'll just relax over time like that. Yeah. I've tried adjusting it different ways and that's it. that's all I'm going to just leave it at that. And like I said, I'm just hoping that rubber will just relax that little bit. And it's not that bad. It's just sticking out just a bee's dick. You know, they're the sort of things that annoy me, because I know I had that door exactly perfect, but I didn't have the rubber when I did that. So you get that on the small jobs. I'm calling that on. I'm not taking it back off either. That door's staying on. I may be able to bump that around a little bit, but I'm not doing it today. I'm just going to call it. Happy with how that trim's come up on the side there. Looks fine to me. Once we get the seats in, I've actually managed to track some leather down that colour. So we're going to be doing the seats in leather. Anyway, it's Sunday here. I'm just going to finish off a couple of things on that other door, and I'll get the other door on tomorrow. I've got to go somewhere now. The other door all finished, got the windows in, door latch, everything's working. There's a dead basic door that anyway. But tomorrow I'll put on the cover, door trim. It needs to have a couple of holes cut in it. Finish cleaning up the window winder. But I need to make some of these things. I only got that, it's broken in half, and the other one's not there. Clean these up, put the strap on. These things are okay. I obviously need these. I can't put that on it. So we'll get around to making something for that, and that's it. As for today, that's it. I'm calling the other door. It's turned out quite nice actually. I haven't got those black things on there. I've pretty much got to make them. I'm going to buy some plastic and turn some down and see how we go making them. Shouldn't be that hard. We'll see. I don't know where else you could get them from. I've never seen any for sale. Anyway, yeah, in the future, if that we want, I'll redo these cards. I've got more of this red stuff, and it's not dear anyway. But what I would do is cut the black sponge a hole, and that should eliminate those little bumps. That was a stroke of luck. These parts I got off Leo. They have a little washer thing. That little thing screws in there. There's two there. I've got two here somewhere. But it only had one of those spouts, right? This part here is our burnt thing. The only thing in all of that crap that's any good is that. I hit it on the wheel and buffed it up. I managed to get it off. I'm going to put that on there. But what I'm going to try and do is make these look a hell of a lot better than that. Like, these are the ones that I feel aren't too bad. These ones are alright, but they've got that rough texture. I don't really like that. But if in the future, they'll probably be the ones I want to get chromed. I think they are probably just a little bit better than these ones. So I'm going to make these look good for now and put them on the car, and in the future they're getting chromed. They've come up okay, those parts actually. You know, a couple of little marks here there, but that one's come up pretty nice. The other ones I've put away, eventually we'll get them chromed. The stuff's going to get put on the car right now. I got them on, but man, I tell you what, they're not easy to put on. Like, why is everything so difficult for this car? It's just, man, nothing's easy. Not one thing. That should be a dead easy thing to put on. Nope. Nope, definitely not easy to put on that thing. That one over there was the harder one. Realistically, if I was going to do this car again, they'd be going on before the dash, before any of that. And then you can get up and push it out and, you know, do it like that. But maybe if I had someone helping me, I could probably be easier, but very annoying. Got this door on, it lines up quite nice. Same as the other side, but it's just fraction out down the bottom here. When the car's on the chassis, I'll sort that out. I just need the car to be a bit heavier so I can just bend that door a fraction more. But I just feel that the door rubber is a fraction big. But that's more than acceptable. And like I said, I'll get that better, but I need to have the car weigh a little bit more so I can just bend the door. The file's getting pretty small. I've got those tailpipes. That's it. There's a couple of things over in that cupboard, the seat belts, which we're not using. And I've got the tail lights and a few bits and pieces. I've still got to do the roof, which we're getting done soon. But these are the parts I've just got off Brenton. He's the guy that gave us the clutch master cylinder, which they're all good. They're near perfect, those tail light things. That's why I grabbed them. This thing is a bit dinged around. It's got a ding there. It's been dented there as well, like that's going down. And it's gone back into the adjuster. There's a high there. No problem, I can fix all that, but we're not going to fix that without damaging the chrome. We'll see. Got two of these little parts here. I got it from the guys in Germany, and that locks that down into place. It goes that way actually. You've got to just trim that off. But it's supposed to go down over that. Right? It's supposed to go down over that and lock that in. It doesn't fit, it's not wide enough. So I've got the one on the other side, but I hassled around with it for over an hour. And I'm just not happy with the way it's on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own one of those. So I'm going to make this gap a bit wider. And I'm going to make it go down a bit further here so I can screw it on better. Like there's a big hole here, and that hole there doesn't line up with it. And there's no, I don't know what they put, why that big hole's there, but you know, if you drill that hole there, it's over to the side, and it just doesn't line up. Anyway, I bent the other one around and got it in, so we'll see what happens, but I'm definitely going to make new ones. I've had to make a little clip to hold that in, because there's a bit broken off it by the looks. They're all the same. I think my ones are like that too. I don't know how what was holding them on. They're probably just flapping there. So yeah, I've made a little cut out there. It can't come off, so that's all it needs is something to hold it in. That's real tight. Anyway, I'll try and put it on. Anyone who's putting these tail lights together, it's got this part here. It's absolutely warped. There's no way I could get that on neat. So I'm not using that. What I've used is the stuff I used on the, I've used elsewhere on the car. It's just that edging stuff. I've got it down here, I'll show you. Just put it around there, fits perfectly. Okay, I've just dragged a little car out to show you what it looks like. I've just got, these are the parts I just got off Brenton. That was the one that was all bent. I've managed to straighten it. It actually looks fine. But we'll get another one. That's the good one. That's nothing wrong with that. We've got new things to go here, the mirrors. I just don't want to put them on yet in case someone hooks it. Like one of these days someone's going to smack that and it's going to dent that guard. This one's, I think one side's braced. This side's braced. I've got to make a brace for that side. It should be fine. Doors on. They line up pretty good. I managed to get them where I want them. But once I get this thing on the chassis, I'll finish finally adjusting the doors. They still need a little bit of bending in one or two spots. Those taillight rims come up Mickey Mouse. They're really good, really nice. Put that edge stripping on there. They come up good. All I need to get is the fuel cap. Lucky I've got all the guts of it, and the key, the barrel and everything. Need to get these two hinges, and I put the boot on. Boot lead's just sitting over there. Doors. I've got this plastic coming to make the two black things that go on the handles, but this trim looks pretty good. Once you put the seats in it, you don't even look at that anyway. You sort of look at the dash and the seats, but it's all come up nice. No, she's pretty nice and straight, this car. I can pretty much put on the stainless steel soon. I just got to make sure I do that the right way I want to do it. These little pieces come up fine. I've got brand new wipers for this car. I've got them from Ortman's. I'll put them on at the last thing because I am going to give this one more buff, this car. We spend another day buffing it. Anyway, I just wanted to get out and have a look at it myself. It's looking pretty good. We'll get them bumper bars sorted out soon. Anyway, once I get the body on the chassis, this cover goes on here. I'll probably make a thing to go across there for it. That's about it for today. All the taillights are hooked up. Yeah, it was a bit of a pile of junk, this car. It's bloody lucky my son bought it, I can tell you, or this thing would be sitting in some scrap yard. And he's lucky I fixed it, because it'd be still sitting here, half pulled apart, nothing done to it. Anyway, I'm done for the day. We'll still get a new one of those light rims. You can get them from Ortman's for €120, re-chromed. So we'll do that. I can get a fuel cap for 300 in good nick. So we'll probably grab that. I've just got to get the hinges. The only ones I can see are brand new. And they're $320 each, Australian dollars. No, we'll see whatever happens. If we have to get them, we'll get them. Anyway, we'll get in and paint that roof soon. Anyway, I think I'll leave it at that. I'll put the thing back in the corner here, cover it up, back working on the chassis. I've got to get this motor going. I've got to get this on the chassis. Anyway, thanks for that.